Hello, it's Sunflower Creations here, and welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm going to be taking you along as I paint this horse. So this is a Safari LTD Morgan mare. She's so pretty, but her coloration is a little bit off. She's supposed to be a bay. I just don't like it that much. She has a bunch of scratches also. Like a huge scratch right there. You probably can't tell on camera. Yeah, probably not. But it's like right in there. But she's such a nice model actually, but I'm going to be painting her to be a like Black Appaloosa type thing, so I'm just going to start with like a thin black base coat. So yeah. Okay, I got to use this brush to start with, and I'm just going to brush this all over her. Very basic. So yeah. So now that layer is done, I might have to do another layer, we'll see though. So I'm just gonna let it dry now, and yeah, work from there. Hello, so it's actually the next day, and I gave her another coat of black, and I started to put some pastels in her last night. It didn't work very well, so now I'm going to try to redo it, but she's all dry. I just keep getting more and more obsessed with this model. All the muscling is amazing, and she's so detailed. I'm kind of in love with her. But now I think I'm going to start giving her some brown paint around the spots where she needs it. And not brown paint, pastel. So I have my brown pastel right here that I'm just going to, that I already shaved a little bit into here. And then I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to lightly go over it in the spots that it's needed. Like that. So yeah. Okay, so I couldn't film that because I had to use my reference picture and I don't have it printed out and I'm using my phone to film, so I just had to look at it. But this is what she looks like so far. I just put like some brown pastels around her face right here, if you can tell, and on her barrel, on both sides and everything. It will need some work, obviously, but yeah. So I have a question for you guys. I want you to comment down below if you'd be interested in getting a commission from me, because I'm thinking about starting doing that, and I just want to know if y'all would be interested, because yeah. So just comment down below if you would be interested. Okay, that's probably, I'm gonna have to go and spray her now with some of my matte varnish, but so my sealant, but yeah, she looks pretty good now, so I think that's all I'm really gonna do, other than one thing, which I will leave out of frame. I need it back here. Also, you can comment down below some name suggestions for this girl when because she's gonna be a Black Appaloosa, so yeah, you can kind of tell where she's headed already, but yeah. So comment down below those two things, please. Okay, so I sprayed her and she's completely dried. I had to add another layer of brown pastels. I didn't film it though, because it was completely lost, especially on this side after I sprayed her. This side's a little bit better. It still needs a little bit of work though. You can see that I added a little bit there. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more of that, and then I'll have to spray her again, and then we'll see from there. Okay, so that's pretty much done, and I added quite a bit more. I might have to add a little bit more, but we'll see. And then I'm just gonna spray her again. And yeah, so that's where she is right now. Okay, so it's a while later. She has been sprayed and she's dried.
So now I'm gonna start the Appaloosa pattern. You really can't see her brown color highlighting on camera very well, but it's there. So yeah, so I have my reference picture right here, and I'm just gonna start doing it. I'm just gonna get my white paint and clean up my palette. Just get some, and then I'm gonna start with probably a really small brush because it's a pretty complicated pattern. So yeah. This is the brush I'm going to start with. It's very tiny, as you can see. Maybe. Yeah, it's very tiny though. So that's the brush I'm going to start with. And just working very closely with my reference picture, I'm going to start doing this. And I'm going to start with really thin layers because I don't want it to get clumpy, because that looks really bad, I think. And I've had that happen quite a few times where it's just gotten so thick so fast, and then I put more on to try to smooth it out, and then I end up making it way worse. So yeah. So for this, actually, for the pattern, I'm going to simplify it a little bit right now and just like outline a little bit. And then I will come back in and make it more detailed. And then I'll add the spots after that. So yeah. Because it's really hard to get this insane pattern right away. So my reference picture only shows this side of the horse. So for the other side, it's gonna be a little bit harder, but I pretty much got that side outlined. That's all I'm doing right now. And then I'm gonna come back in and detail the white, and then I'll do the spots, like all the big spots and like the little flecks of black, as you can kind of see right there. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, so I did this side of hers off camera because it was a little bit hard to get the angle right, but it will look better once there's like white around this area and it's filled in, so I'm gonna start filling it in now. This summer I'm gonna try to post a lot more, but I need ideas for videos, so if you have any good ideas, you can comment those down below, because I do not have any ideas. Other than, a few things, like I'm gonna be start filming Freedom soon. You can go watch the trailer for that if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'll be filming that pretty soon, which I'm excited about. I have to figure out parts of it still. But yeah, it's gonna be good, I think. Hopefully. Okay, so I put the first layer, filling that in. It's definitely gonna need another layer, and it's gonna need to be smoothed out a little bit more, but yeah, I'm just gonna let that dry now, and we'll come back later and do the details and the spots. So yeah. Okay, so that coat dried, and I also added the second one. I think I might have to add a third one, probably because it's not really white enough. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna start to do the little details.
Okay, so that third layer is done. It's looking pretty good. I might have to do another one, but we'll just have to see. Now I'm gonna start doing all the little herring detailing and stuff like that. So yeah, I need a smaller brush now. Okay, this should work. This brush, very, very tiny. Okay, so yeah, I'm just start doing this. Okay, I don't know what that is. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think I've decided on the name that I want to name her now. I think I'm gonna call her Wishful Thinking because I think that's a good name and fits her. So yeah, not completely decided yet, but I think that's what I'm gonna name her. Tell me what you think about the name in the comments. I've been doing a lot of customs lately, and it's been really fun. Trying like a lot of new colors because I just really want to. Like this is my first Appaloosa. Yeah, and I'm actually really liking her featuring out. She looks really good so far. Obviously, we still have a long ways to go, but yeah, I really like her. Trying to do some herring details right now, but yeah. Okay, so I also decided that I wanted to give her like a little hairy haired facial marking, so I'm gonna do that right now. Yeah, I've never really done a haired one like this. I'm basically just like dry brushing it on more, just like barely putting any paint, and then just like wiping most of it off, and then just like, nope, it does not look good. Okay, that's better. Maybe I should wipe more paint off. I think that's probably a good idea. That's not bad. I actually kind of like that. It's pretty cute. Yeah, it looks. I think it looks really good. So I'm just gonna let this all dry now, and then I'll come back and I'm gonna start adding in the spots. But yeah, this is where she is now. She's very pretty so far, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna let her dry, and then I will do her spots. And then after that, details, which are my favorite part. So yeah. Okay, so I did a few more coats on this, like watered down, and then it looks pretty good, I think. So now I'm gonna start adding the spots back in, so I need some black paint. And I'm just gonna basically look at my reference picture a ton and just start adding them in. Okay, so I ended up actually painting the other side of the blanket and also adding some like different coloration you can't tell on camera very well to her mane and tail to get a little more dynamic, make it look a little bit better off camera, just so that it would be a little bit, because this video is already gonna be super long. So now all that I have to do is her eyes and her hooves, and then she just needs spraying and gloss, and then she's done. I'm so excited to be able to use her. Okay, so for her eyes, I need some white. I'm just gonna do that. So I don't need enough to actually pour it out. Using this brush, right? It's really tiny. It's not gonna focus on it probably. Whatever. It's just extremely tiny. It's like, I don't know what that means, but it says 2/0. But yeah, I'm just gonna use that, and I'm gonna basically just put a tiny, tiny bit of white in her eye. Do it off camera because I can't really do it on camera, and it's really, I have to focus, so yeah. Okay, that's kind of terrifying, but they're painted. I'm just gonna put a layer of a really dark brown, so I'm gonna mix up use some black and some dark brown to make a really dark brown color. Okay, so it's this color right here. It looks black basically on camera, but you know, it's not. That's black right there. Should not be like that. It's gonna drip. But now I'm just gonna paint those. I'm gonna do it off camera again because it's really hard to focus and to keep it in frame. So yeah. Okay, so that part is painted. Now I'm just gonna let that dry, and then I'll paint the pupils. So while that's going, I'm drying. I'm going to just paint her hooves. So first I'm just gonna put a base coat of black. I need a bit of a bigger brush. That's not, this won't work. I have some black paint here, so I'm just gonna put a base coat of black because when I was originally painting her, I didn't do that. So this isn't very interesting, but basically painting her is black, and then I'll show the rest. I did the base coat. Now I'm gonna do her eye, her pupils, and then I'm gonna mix up like a cream colored for her hooves, to do some stripes because lots of Appaloosas have striped hooves. And then that's pretty much all I have to do, and she's done, which is really exciting. So yeah, her eyes are done. They just need glossing. They look way better with glossing. They always do. And then I have to gloss her nostrils too. Now I'm gonna mix up some cream color. Her hooves are striped. It's a little hard to tell on camera. They look better in real life. Don't worry. I'm gonna add chestnuts actually, and then she's ready for her final coat of sealant, and she's ready to be glossed, her eyes and her nostrils. And yeah. Ooh, okay. Well, all the details are pretty much done. It's not gonna focus on her, but I'm gonna let all of this stuff just dry, and then we will spray this pretty horse. The lighting is really bad. Whatever, it's fine. She looks better in real life. And now she's done. Her name is Wishful Thinking. I totally love her. There will be some pictures, definitely some pictures on my Instagram with her in them. And yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. This video is very long, so if you made it to the end, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to get to the 50 subscribers by September 22nd to unlock the giveaway. I'm not even sure what I'm going to give away yet. Like this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.